As here, we're going to do a vintage cube. We just had a pretty fun one that was a mono green splashing dismember. We first picked a Rofellos and then had a Craterhoof not long after. That went pretty well. And we've had a streak of not very impressive successes with black. So I'm starting to come to the conclusion that black is just underpowered, or at least maybe I'm just not playing it correctly. But I seem to do generally pretty badly if I'm playing black, and alright if it's other colors. So I'm going to try to stay away from black. If I open a Mind Twist, of course, you know, what can I do? But at least, yeah. Alright, let's see how we do. So stay away from black unless it's Mind Twist. And even if you get first pick Mind Twist and second pick Liliana, don't take the Liliana, I guess. Mind Twist I will play. I will play Mind Twist in almost any deck. And Recurring Nightmare. Okay, but if it's not Mind Twist or Recurring Nightmare and it's black, don't take it. Okay, and Silumgar. That's it. Just feel like I always end up playing like these sort of like medium 4-drops, and it's just like never good enough. How many trophies does this first place guy have? 41. Wow. 41. That's a lot. Dedicated Dan. I like that name. It's pretty funny. Bird flu. Alright, here we go. We're off to the races, and there's a Mana Crypt. Other than Mana, if it wasn't for Mana Crypt, I'd be tempted by Bribery, Jiraga Tree Speaker, and Misty and Metamorph. Stay away from the Demon and the Shallow Grave, and even the Signet, but we'll take Mana Crypt. That's an unfair card. Next could be Tinker, and I'd be very happy with that. I think the last deck I played that had Mana Crypt was actually mono red, surprisingly. Ooh, there's a Tooth and Nail. There's also a Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is very good for mono red. Yep, to me it's between Tooth and Nail or Lightning Bolt. Now we did just play green. Doesn't mean we can't play green again. That is certainly a very powerful card. But man, Lightning Bolt is the card if you want to do red. Maybe we just take it. So we can get like a turn 2 Koth. Kind of torn. Tooth and Nail just so good though. I'm just gonna take Tooth and Nail. Alright, now I'm happy I took that because the red would have been pretty sad face to take a Magma Jet. Here though, a Noble Hierarch is perfect. Tamio's also very, very good. Really nice blue Planeswalker, I think. But let's take this. Maybe we'll just do a repeat of our last deck. It was fun. Can't go wrong with that. I just realized there's like a little dude on top of this worm. Ooh, and here's a Kozilek. That's something we can actually Tooth and Nail. And possibly cast even. There's also Slimy and Wall of Roots, but I'll take Mr. K. Well, that is a late Jitte, and Jitte dominates the other creature deck so much, I think I'll take that. I'm a fan, of course, of Portal, but I'll take the Jitte. Works especially well in the green deck, you know, activating all your mana guys. Let's reserve this. Got us an Atarka. I'll just take the Pilgrim. Not the highest thing we could get, but okay, here I suppose Thrun. There's also Tanglewire. Thrun's pretty medium, but he does wield Jittes and stuff. There's our Sulfuric Vortex if we'd been playing red. Yeah, I'll just take Thrun here. Not amazing. Now red's looking a lot better, but I'm pretty sure we're locked into green here. We'll take the Traverse. That's our first 8 cards. Ooh, Gearhulk came back. That's very nice. There's also Xenagos, who is very good ramp. But I think I'll take the Gearhulk. I really like him for the ramp. But now sometimes just making that red is kind of harder than you think. Gearhulk's actually surprisingly good. I shouldn't say surprisingly. I mean, it's an 8 power for 5. That's not bad at all. Now here, wow, the lightning bolt came back, and to think we were considering second picking that. Here, I think it's between Huntmaster and Garruk. I think the Garruk is a little more upside, so I'll take that. Here, I suppose Smokestack is a possibility. I wonder if that Xenagos is going to wheel. Red-green is not a oftenly played color combination, I think. Ooh, Slime came back. That's really nice for us. I'm a fan of Slime. And playing none of these, I suppose. Maybe, I don't know. Take that. Ooh, Atarka came back. Okay. Last pick Vortex. No one's playing red. Atarka is quite the thing. Wow, Mind Twist. Well, what was I just saying about about black? I will play a Mind Twist. However, there's also just a Mox. And Moxes are very good. There's also Ulamog. If we really want to copy the last deck we had both Kozilek and Ulamog. I think it's between Mind Twist and Mox. Boy, Mox is good. Mox is good, but Mind Twist is just so powerful. I think we're going to take... Gosh, do we just take Mind Twist here? Okay, we're going to take Mind Twist and play black. We're not going to take Silumgar, though. We're not going to take him. Yeah, this is pretty average. I think it's Nature's Claim or Hydra. I'll take the Hydra. Hydra wears a Jitte. And I like Smuggler's Copter a lot, but I think we just need Llanowar Elves. This is our poor man's Mox replacement here. Wow, Recurring Nightmare. Maybe we take Recurring Nightmare. That is just too good. With Gearhulk and Slime. Okay, okay. So these will be my only 2 black cards. Mind Twist, Recurring Nightmare, and Garrick. And we'll see if we can make that work. Promises. Okay, we've got there's also Abrupt Decay. Stay away. So it's between Garrick and Courser. Garrick is better at... They're both good at ramp. They're actually both very good. Courser is ramp and card advantage, which is really nice. And it's a creature. Oof, tough. Okay, I'm going to take the Courser. That's a tough pick. Really tough pick. Okay, we can take this other Garrick. I guess in retrospect it's better than to have 2 Garricks at 4. It's better to have a Courser and a Garrick. Tried to go with, if you're really in doubt, it's better to take the cheaper card. The big difference between a 1-drop and between a 3-drop and a 4-drop. Ooh, Elves of Deep Shadow is exactly what we want. Exact Amundo for our Mind Twist. We'll take that over Awakening Zone. I think these guys came out in the dark. Look at that, one of my favorite Planeswalkers, Nissa. She does everything. She ramps. She has big threats that plus. Never used her ultimate, but her plus abilities are all fantastic. Okay, take that over the Stomping Ground. Maybe we're not playing Atarka. And a very sad red. Chain Lightning. I think we're playing none of these. I don't see us playing Genesis Wave. I don't see us playing him either. Maybe I'll take him in case. I think that's more likely to play than Genesis Wave. I don't really see myself playing Genesis Wave. Okay, do I take Bone Shredder because Recurring Nightmare? Okay, fine. Fine, I'll do it. Just because of you, Recurring Nightmare. Just because of you. Okay, playing none of these, so I suppose maybe a mental misstep for the sideboard. Oh, that's a late sword. Happily take the sword. Alright, well that's a deck here. I don't know about Smokestack. Smokestack would have been very nice with the that enchantment that makes the 0/1s. Maybe we'll wield that. We still might be lucky and wheel some Garricks and those kind of things. Okay, well, I suppose this is castable. The black keeps coming. I don't want it, but it keeps coming. Sure. Actually does well with, let's see. Well, there's Survival. Survival and Recurring Nightmare, the classic combination. I don't want to take Skin Render. I feel like this is exactly the kind of thing, although it is so good with Recurring Nightmare. This is exactly the kind of thing I always get stuck with, and then it's not that good. It's very good with Nightmare, though. Maelstrom Pulse is a fine removal card. not a huge fan of Mox Diamond. So I think it. Oh, there's actually Walker. Now Walker's not very good for because it comes into play just as a 0/0 if you recur. So I think it's survival or pulse or skin render. Probably we just want survival, I think. Okay, Rex Sage is great. And so's Pack Rat. They're both very good in their own way. We do already have a Pack Rat effect with Acidic Slime. I think we passed Manglehorn. I like Rex Sage a lot. Maybe this will wheel though. Yeah, I'll take the Sage. Ooh, Rofellos, come here, you. How I missed you. How I missed you. Oh man, there's also Mana Vault. There's also Mana Vault. And Bitter Blossom. More of these black cards I keep feeling like I'm going to end up playing. God, but I think we have to just take Rofellos. Yeah, even if we're playing some black, we probably won't be playing him, though. This, though, we will certainly be playing. Our first fixing of the evening. Demonic Tutor. And even Gilded Lotus. Wow. Gilded Lotus is really good for us, actually. Signet's pretty good, too. An on-color Signet. The Gilded Lotus just kind of turns on a lot of big stuff for us. Yeah, I think we take the Lotus here. Some Inquisition, but I think this here, ooh, also Elder. Now, Elder is really good with Recurring Nightmare as well. I think I want the Signet though. And Braids. Now we can have a little Braids minigame. Sure, let's take Braids maybe against the right deck. We side in more attrition. I'll take the Marsh. We have enough playables. I think I want to make sure the fixing is better. And 2 is a lot better than 1. Okay, Skin Render came back, I suppose. And there's also just Pulse. I'll take the Pulse. This kind of deck can have a hard time dealing with stuff like Planeswalkers and this deals. Wow, Pack Rat came back, okay. Okay. Look at that, and Bitter Blossom too. I'm going to take the Dark Confidant. I think Bitter Blossom's a bit better for us. Well, Smokestack works so well with Bitter Blossom though. Man, now I don't know what I'm doing. Tooth and Nail is actually not fantastic for us here. We really just have what Kozilek and then what, like Gear Hulk? It's not that good. So maybe we just don't play this. Sure. Ooh, Elder came back. Okay, so maybe we're not trying to play Tooth and Nail. Maybe we're just trying to play like value. Value recur. So if we're trying to do that, we're just trying to play value recur. Don't play decay. We don't play Hydra. It's actually not bad. Put stuff into play. This. Guess maybe not Thrun. Maybe not Gilded Lotus. Playing Smokestack, maybe not Smokestack. Maybe not this big Garrick. So how are we trying to win here? We're trying to win by it's like recurring. We're very mid-rangey here. We don't have a whole lot of high end. Nothing more than 5. So it feels a little bit silly to play Rofellos here. I guess these can be pretty good against the right decks. Just depends how kind of creature or originally creature based we want to be. Boy, him is good. This is tough. So let's look at stuff. Maybe Garrick actually doesn't quite fit. Yeah, I can see Garrick not quite fitting. Then we have like literally 0 planeswalkers in this particular build. I mean, what are we doing here? We're just playing random dudes and jittes. I'm trying to win with like Nissa. What do we have to recur? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those all do things. It's pretty good. Pack Rat could put stuff in the graveyard. Almost makes you want to like not play Rofellos and play like Necrotol instead. Makes you want to play like Braids and Smokestack. So at least that like locks people down, you know. And then we can maybe like what, not play Pulse since we have Braids and Smokestack. I think we're going to try kind of 2 different builds here. So let's try the more prison-y aspect. Maybe we don't play Rofellos here. Is that crazy? It's like this, and then we don't play that. This is looking closer. And then Let's see, we can play Marsh, Catacombs. So let's see what this build feels like. A few sample draws. Does not seem fantastic, but we have him to elves and stuff. This just feels like all the green ramp without like payoff cards, I gotta say. Like it seems like if we don't draw Recurring Nightmare, then it's pretty bad. Smokestack, Mind Twist. Alright, so that's one option. Let's try... What if we just kind of try green here? More traditional. And then with just a bit of green. I mean, sorry, just a bit of black. Like we keep it to say like Mind Twist. And here I think we definitely want to play the Crypt, the Lotus, the Kozilek, the Jitte. So here we can really just... Here we're playing green and we just have Mind Twist. We don't even have the Garrick here. Let's rename this one to... I guess we have to save them both. So I kind of like this one a little bit better. At least there's like more payoff, but Tooth and Nail, I guess, for like Kozilek and Gearhulk, it's a little on the weak side. And there's also a Tarka we could play at this point, since we have a Traverse and an Elder and a Lotus. Kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. So for if we have one mountain, then Traverse can find it, Elder can find it, Lotus can play it. It's not the worst. And then Tooth and Nail can also play it. Like put it into play directly. Kind of like that. Playing that over the Signet. Maybe Signet over Rakasha here. And then we play Catacombs, Marsh. And one swamp. One mountain. And one more mountain. One more, okay. So let's save that. Call this green. Which says like PG stacks. PG stack seems worse than green here to me. Let's look at some sample hands. It's not great. Not great, but we have Mind Twist, that's fine. Jitte. Kind of like this better. Now If I wanted to add one more like really powerful card, I could take out something like Thrun and put in Recurring Nightmare. All right, let's run this, and then we can always side out if need be. I guess depending on who we play against, it might be good to have more of a black base deck. Certainly play all of these. Sort of more control-y. Well, we have at least side options. So yes, we'll play first. And it's pretty meh, but I guess I'll keep this. We can always use survival to look for something like, oh man, I didn't even take a screenshot. That's bad. Okay. Oh, we'll have to just remember. Move your sideboard. Sort of. Maybe playing survival is not good here in this particular version of the deck. Without the black. Okay, so now I can trade the Thrun or the Gear Hulk for like a Sage or something, or even a Rofellos. Ooh, Jete. Let's just play Jete, I think. And end of turn, we can survival away for something if we really care. Maybe like a Rex Sage. It plays an artifact. Anything I think I want for 4? No, I actually think Jete on Thrun's going to be very strong against him. And there's our Rex Sage. So yeah, we'll just play this and then suit him up. Should be pretty tough to deal with. He got sneak attack. Well, that's scary. Is it too late to Rex Sage? Primus. Okay, on my Jete. Yep. Well, that is good. That's pretty good. And he comes back. On my survival, on my land. Yep. Alright. Well, that's good. Well, I guess now we Rex Sage his sneak attack. It's pretty brutal. So, yes. And then we'll Catacombs and look for a swamp here. Oh, gross. Gross, bro. Stop it. The value. The value. Nasty. Okay. Christ. That's really good. I'm still hoping just a giant Thrun is going to do it. Getting kind of low on the life here. Really need a land at this point. That was not what we needed. Wait, why didn't I block and regenerate? That was terrible. Okay. Yeah, I just took an unnecessary 5 because I'm an idiot. Totally forgot I had to regenerate. Jeez Louise. Okay. So I guess what we blow up is we kill this thing. Block and block, right? That was pretty awful. Pretty awful. Should be at 7. Maybe we do play the block against him. Creature or land. I think we want a Courser now, right? Maybe we can get a land. No, that's not it. I suppose maybe I should have just gotten the land. That way I could have regenerated Thrun. Yeah, a lot of bad plays here. I feel like the black version would be good. Oh boy, okay. And now he can just take Courser and we die. Okay. So I think we're dead anyway, but I wonder if this kind of feels maybe just a lot better without this big stuff. Could see Smokestack being pretty good against him. Maybe Jite is not great though, if we're playing stack. Necrotal I can see is very good though. A lot of stuff to Bone Shred, a lot of stuff to Edict. Edict being instant is really nice against sneak attack. Yeah, maybe we just do that. Survival with the Nightmare is nice. We put stuff into the graveyard that we need. Okay, let's try this. Let's take a screenshot. Alright, we have recurring and we have Painful Truths. That's pretty good. Early Painful Truths. And we can play turn 2 Courser as well. Yeah, I think we want the well, Painful Truce is almost guaranteed going to get us a land, whereas Courser is just maybe on a land. I don't think they're playing an elf, so we probably just play Courser here. Okay. Well, now that we have the land, we play the Courser. Get all that value. Ooh, smokestack. That's going to be sweet. That's going to be some good stuff, bros. Yeah, stacks and Courser. I like. See how you like a smokestack at 1 or 2, I think is what we're going to look at. Remember to stack our stack correctly. We want the last thing to be put the suit counter on. Okay. So yeah, we'll just play stacks here. And then we'll attack. I love that Noble Hierarch. The Exalted is fantastic. I almost like her better than the Derogatory Speaker. Okay, so at this point he's got to have some removal from my smokestack. Ooh, and we can kill his stupid elf. That's going to be great. Okay, so we want the top thing to be sacrifice, right? So first set... No, we want the first thing to resolve to be sacrifice, and then the next thing to be the soot count, add a soot counter. So yeah, we want click on soot counter first, right? And that means that this will resolve first. Yeah. So yes. Okay. Now I think let's play the Mana Crypt in case he has like a... Oh, well, let's play a library. Sorry, let's play a land. And we'll play Mana Crypt. And we can actually even cast Painful Truths, right? 1, 2... Although if we save... If we're greedy on this Painful Truths, let's be greedy. So let's blow up this. Kill that. And right, so we won't cast Painful Truths. We'll just save that for another turn. And we'll attack with this. Alright. And I'll happily uptick the stacks to 2. Okay. Smokestack does it. That seemed much more effective as a build. Anything not fitting in this? Survival pretty good. It's a permanent. Permanent. I thought that was pretty good. We don't have token generators, but that's okay. Anything else? Now, sort of light and shallow is actually really good with the stacks, right? But what do I take out? Him? Shredder seems very good. I could take out Painful Truths, because it's a kind of a card draw. Yeah, I like that. It works better with the stacks and the braids. Okay, sure. Hierarchy and Bitter Blossom, and hopefully draw more stuff. Keep. Okay. I guess I'm tempted to use the Catacombs to get a swamp or to get a forest just to thin the deck. Yeah, because we just want to stop the lands, right? So let's do that. Okay, we block. Come on, no land. Give us something. Okay, that's a thing. Play the Bitter Blossom here and attack him back. So we can survival for like braids. Yeah, survival for braids would be really good. Ooh, or we just smokestack. I think we just play it, right? We haven't seen any counters. So he could sneak attack and bring in his Primus, and that will unfortunately kill our smokestack. Is this the sneak attack? No. Something else. It's a Through the Breach. Okay, well that's probably really bad too. A Worm Coil. Okay, that's actually not as bad as it could be. I kind of want to just take it here. Just so we have an extra permanent, so we can really ramp up the pressure on smokestack. Okay, I'm going to take it. Okay, so let's make sure we do this right again. So we want adding the soot counter to be the last thing to happen, right? And if we click on it first, then it will be the last thing to happen. We will. Okay. And we'll play a survival. Maybe I should have chumped. Maybe I should have chumped. Yeah, in retrospect, maybe 6 was a lot. But we can always sack the Bitter Blossom once he's down. So, let's just keep our Chumperinos around. And, because I think we're winning by smoke stacking, not by damage at this point. Yeah, I think in retrospect I should have blocked the worm coil. Mm-hmm. We got nothing, right? So let's jump. We'll be at 6. Just jump one of them. Okay, so put set counter. Yep. Yep. So let's sacrifice one of our forest here. So yes. Okay, great. This is really nice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can make a land. Okay, so we'll keep our chumpers here. Might be real low. Might end up being real low here. But he's going to have the stacks at 3. And we're going to have a Nissa. It's going to be a tough one. So you can attack with everybody, and we'll have to take 4. And then we're just dead, aren't we? Yeah, now we're dead. And if we'd blocked the other way, I think we would have won it. If we'd blocked the worm coil originally. But now we'll be at 4 and the Bitter Blossom is going to kill us. Shit. Yep. Yep. That was... yeah, and we would have had it. Yeah, that was really poor thinking. And we're dead. Alright, sorry folks. I feel like that was a real misplay. Yeah, he would have had the stack at 3. You know, it would have been a pretty different story. Okay, well, that's what we get. Do we want to go back to stacks maybe as our base? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Okay, I kind of want to give this another shot. Feel like we didn't give it. We could have played a little bit better. Now that we kind of understand our win condition a little more. Anything we want to take out? Maybe Painful Truths just not being we take out Painful Truths and we play... Sword is nice, huh? Sword is nice. Hydra... Not really, because these are all things we could be killing, you know. Maybe just Pulse. Okay, let's try that. Frustrating. Yeah, it was just on my mind, like, 6 damage, but I should have thought that, you know what, I'm going to need to chump eventually, and chumping 6 is better than chumping 3. Would have had 3 more life, would have made a big difference. Of course, I didn't, you know, Resto coming in changed things. Without the Resto, we were on track to eventually win it, but... Hold on, just gonna check something. Again, I'm definitely, I know I make a lot of misplays, but that one about just autopilot not taking the 6, that's frustrating. Because I think just kind of thinking ahead a little bit. I was just thinking permanents are more important, you know? I was thinking permanents are more important than life, so I didn't want to sack my Bitter Blossom token, but on the other hand, I was going to have to start chumping. If I knew that I was going to have to start chumping, then that was the better thing to chump. First. Okay, keep this. Ooh, mono red. Okay. All right, all right. Probably we just play Elf and then Edict his Gorger, right? Okay. Signet here. And I guess we just attack with our Elf. Or do we just play Rex Sage? It's high enough potential upside, I think. Plus we get to attack for 2. Let's just attack for... If he's got a sword or something, the Rex Sage is really important. I'm gonna keep the Rex Sage up. Okay. Bone Shredder now. Alright, he's having mana problems, so let's just attack and play dudes. It's May, right? So we will not use it. And we have Bone Shredder if he plays a guy. Please don't play Signet. Okay. It's fine. Shred his bounds. So 3, 4, 5. Untap Nissa. Oh no, because we can only untap forests actually. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could play Nissa, untap these 3 forests, and then still shred his bones. Let's do that. Probably actually pay the echo on a bone shredder and just then start attacking with the guy. Okay, or he jets me, fine. Okay, he jets Nissa. So sure. Boop, boop, boop. Yes. Back right, perfect. Let's make this a creature. And don't actually know if I care about pack rat, but I suppose I'll play him. Just attack. So he's facing super lethal. That's good. That kills a lot of my stuff. Yep. Alright. So a red aggro. I'm better off just playing the big green. I think not, actually. I think against red, I just want as many just like guys as possible. Yeah, so I don't want the Atarka, the Kozilek. No, I don't want any of that. What I do want is just creatures. So even like a Hydra. I want a Thrun, I think. And then maybe Bitter Blossom is a bit dangerous. Maybe Smokestack is too slow. And I think the sword is very good against him because of life gain. So who's weak here? Maybe Rexage isn't that great. Maybe Survival is not that great. Yeah. Just more creatures, right? That's what we need. No, you know, I should have played Abrupt Decay over the Pulse, too. Oh. Elf. If we draw land, we're very good. He's very likely going to have Burn, though. And then we're pretty much in trouble. I think if we draw land, it's very... Yeah, I think we're going to mulligan. It's just a little too risky. Okay, well, mulligan again, and we'll just keep that. On the bottom with you. Well, we can somehow stabilize. The hymn will help with our double mulligan. Okay, well, now I wish I had the Rexage. the sage? No, we did not, luckily. Okay, the Pyro of the Mancers. That's somebody we're just going to have to edict immediately. So, okay, and now we're basically dead. That's just gonna wreck our face. If we draw a slime, though, if we draw a forest, we can slime his Jite, and then it's not quite the end of the road yet. Packrat. Well, that's pretty awful. Yeah, we just need to draw a forest. Can't really play the rat now, can we? We can play rat, try to equip, and then he will just minus. It's just too awful. I think we have to just go all in on draw forest for acidic slime. Or, yeah, I was gonna say or elder. Well, there's a puppy. He's a good little boy. No blocks, sir. Come on, forest. Bro. Bro. Wreck Sage or Forest. Can't be these other cards. We have too much swamps and not enough forest. If I look at my land ratio. So you're just killing me now? I feel like we're probably just dead. Okay. Well, probably too little too late, but let's slime ball that Jite. And then he can hit me for 4 now. And just burn me out. Yep, okay. Right. Let's fix up our lands here. We can take one, at least 2 swamps, if not more. Maybe him isn't fantastic against him. So 15, including the crypt. Kind of want just like more creatures. You know, I know it's kind of crazy, but Bitter Blossom. First of all, let's play Decay. At the very least over Pulse. And we don't have Smokestack here? Or we don't have smoke. Yeah, I think we decided we didn't want to play Smokestack, right? Garrick, I think, too slow. We do want Bitter Blossom. Over Packrat? I can see Packrat just getting, like, blown up. And then, okay, let's do that. Alright, well, Elder into Slime. It's not amazing, but we'll keep this. Alright. Like to see me braids. Okay, I'll happily block his guy. And he shoots it down. Fair enough. Yep, we will use. For forest and forest. Okay. So I could play braids here. And then I'll need to, what, sack a land on my turn? Nice thing it makes him sack something. He might have a bolt. Yeah, let's kind of put the question to him, I think. Great, so he has to sack something. That's great for us. Next turn we can sack a forest and then play elves and forest. Keeping them at 2 forever here. And if he kills braids, then it's still a 2 for 1. Man, these salt has been coming hard. So, okay. Alright, so not too bad actually with the Braids prison build. Again, I feel like we could have won this. We played poorly though, so it's on us. And let's edit our deck. Yep, I like it as it is. Let's see how our Prison Braids deck works. Oh, you know, I should have re-looked at the lands, I think. Never mind, we got a nice big Mind Twist coming up. This is almost a mulligan, but this is too good to pass up. We'll keep. So let's not play the Mana Crypt. We'll play Swamp, though, in case we get a second Swamp. And we can look at Mind Twisting for 3 next turn. I just don't want to leave the Mana Crypt and take unnecessary damage. Okay, so we got Duress, Putrid Dump. Okay, well, we may be helping him. Could also just play turn 2 Smokestack. Could be a thing. I feel though like Mind Twisting him has to be right. 3 random cards? Or do we just turn on Smokestack? Yeah, it's kind of tough, right? We're giving him the option to do some like big exhume type thing. Okay, I'm gonna play that the Mind Twist is better. So let's see. Like he might have some exhume or just something like. Okay, see, so he did have exhume, and that would have been really tough for us because he could have just like infinite. Yeah, I think if we'd played Smokestack, we would have lost, right? Yep. Perfect. Oh, that was good. That was good. So against a Reanimator, probably Necrotal looks like it's going to be pretty bad, as is Bone Shredder. So maybe we're better off playing the Rofellos or Hydra here. Maybe just maybe a Decay. Decay, yeah. Blow that stuff up. Maybe one more Forest. Hulk seems a little, Gear Hulk seems a bit slow too, to be honest. But a bit slow. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played Jete. It's not very good against him, but I'll keep. Definitely just play our Verdant here. A Watery Grave, okay. Okay, Rex Sage I could see being a thing. I think we get a swamp here. Yep, okay, that's something I would like to Rex Sage. Let's get our swamp. Mind Twist. So do we Mind Twist for a 1? That can't be right. No, we're not going to Mind Twist for 1. Play a Forest. Play Jete. And then we'll either twist or Rex Sage next turn. Twist for 2 is pretty attractive. If he plays, he could play a land. Let's see. Twist for 2 takes him down to 1 card. But if we Rex Sage, then he'll be at 4 cards. He plays a land. Yeah, I'll Rex Sage. If he couldn't play it before, I don't see why it would be different this time. I feel like he has counters. Let's blow up the Demir here. so next turn we mind twist. He's got 3 cards. We mind twist for 3. Let's just do that. Feels like he has a counter, but it's fine. All right, we won the match. Well, so in my head, I feel like this could have actually been a 3-0 deck, except for a big misplay. But you know, live and learn. I think the big lesson I learned was that really just to think about chumping even when you think you're at pretty safe life. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.